Hello, and welcome to another episode of Pull the Chart. This week we are doing Emily in Paris, which is launching its 5th season. So we are going to look at Lily Collins and her BFF, Ashley Park. So Emily and Mindy in the series. We are going to start with Emily's chart. Emily, Lily Collins, is the daughter of Phil Collins, famous and singer, and Jill Havelman, who is her mother. She's some type of, I believe, an actress.
Mhm.
She at age 2 is when she started acting. She has 4 half siblings, but she is married. So she's married. Her father-in-law is Ted Danson, which I love. And her mother-in-law is obviously Ted Danson's wife, Mary. So if you watch all
Who
the
I love,
we're just in she was just in the last season of Ted Danson's newest show. We should maybe do his chart.
which I love.
Man on the Inside.
Yeah,
But
great
also
show.
Lily's great too. We'll talk about Lily. So she had her breakthrough acting role in the movie The Blind Side. She is an anti-bullying advocate, also part of a nonprofit that raises awareness and funds for orphans and vulnerable children. She wrote a book in 2017 called Unfiltered, No Shame, No Regrets, Just Me, about mental health and body image. She had an eating disorder, probably still battles it, as a teen.
Mm.
She studied journalism, but dropped out of USC, speaks French, Emily in Paris. She also wrote for Teen Vogue's 17 L Girl.
Wow.
So kind of a writing background. And she is also supposed to be Polly Pocket in like they're doing a movie, Polly Pocket. Okay, so let's
Cute.
pull up her chart. Yes, very cute. Here we have Lily Collins. We do not have a birth time. So all we know is that she is a Pisces sun and she's definitely an Aries moon, or sorry, Leo moon. So we do it at noon. So you can subtract 6 degrees or add 6 degrees, but she's definitely still in Leo here, which feels very, very much main character, right? Here she is, main character.
Yeah.
So, one of the first things I just immediately saw and thought of with her is this over here.
Mhm.
So much Pisces. I don't know. To me, it was like, I want to live and be loved, like fairy tale. This is what I wrote, live and be loved. Hmm. Just
Mhm.
very charming. Anytime you have the Venus so close to your sun, and the fact that she looks just like Snow White. I think she played Snow White in one of her acting roles.
Right. She did.
I noticed that this here sextiles the Jupiter and the Mars here. So it can be pretty indulgent, strong sense of integrity, but
Mhm.
to me it just feels like dropping into a character. Like your ability to kind of drop into characters. And it's a sextile, so it's like something she probably has to mentally, physically. Over here, Leo moon is square her Pluto, which can bring anxiety, some subconscious fears. She probably had to master some extreme emotional awareness in her youth, may have felt abandoned at times, and her parents did divorce.
Mhm.
And I mean, he's overseas quite a bit, but also was his band, right? Genesis,
Mhm.
like traveled and toured a lot. I wonder how often she actually spent time with him. She also has the cap stack. I just always feel a little bad for that generation. I don't love that. I'm glad I didn't have that. But it was also straight across from her Chiron. To me, was work to prove that you deserve something, like not taking the nepo baby kind of route, but actually like working, improving yourself in the industry.
Mhm.
Her Mercury here, trine Pluto, deep concentration. I thought this great for artistic talent and very intuitive. I feel like too, she probably, because she has so much Pisces, may have been a bit moody at times. And I feel like with a Leo moon, I could just see her having like this would be a chart that I'd be like, oh, she had a temper tantrum, throws herself on the ground and just, you know, bangs her around for attention because of that Leo moon. If she didn't get her 10 minutes of center spotlight, I'd be
Mhm.
like, she probably, that may have been some things that I didn't read her book, but when you can't control the things around you, you tend to control your body, food.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on this?
I thought the same thing. She feels like a fairy tale. She just does. She feels like a very sweet fairy tale. But with her, I feel like still waters run really deep with her. I think she has a lot of emotional depth, and I think she can really that I'm talking about her
Yeah.
Pluto in there. Even squaring her moon, I think she would have to dig deep to get her emotional needs met as she matured.
Yeah. I think writing, I could see it definitely the fact that she did write for kind of teeny bopper
Yeah,
catalogs, which just seems
yeah.
very like Gemini to me
Hmm.
as well. Not as serious writing.
Yeah, but kind of an advocate. So I think, it might have been teeny bopper
Mhm.
material, but she has such an depth to her that, I can see where her advocacy would come from
Yeah.
with that
Mhm.
Jupiter, Mars in Gemini.
Yeah. Do you want to say anything about her nodes?
Interesting nodes. I was going to say
Yeah.
interesting nodes. So, I mean, she has a trine and a sextile, and then she has a square, and so
Hmm.
there's a lot of, I would say, push and pull, ease and flow with her. We were talking earlier, before we jumped on here about, squares and trines. So sometimes when things are a little easier, we tend to make something a
Passive.
lot bigger.
That's right. If things are too easy, we'll make, especially with these squares, you don't transform until you have some
Right.
struggles. Yeah, and this squares her nodes. So here you have again that she's got to integrate this. It feels like a lot of mental energy that she
I
has to.
agree.
I do like that it's like get the mental energy out of you, whether it's like writing or something physical like acting.
Mhm. Oh, I love that. To your point, I love that. Physical. So her trine and sextile is earthy, so that would be of the body. So, you know, let's work it out.
Right, versus push it in and try
Hmm.
and control everything. All right, let's pull up season 1 and see how she's the main character.
Hmm.
Okay. We put the inner wheel is season 1 of Emily in Paris. It was on Netflix, so I used the midnight time or 00 first thing in the morning time.
Hmm.
And then the outer wheel is Emily, or sorry, Lily. To me, she's just Emily forever at this point. Sorry, Lily. So she actually, the show starts, for those who haven't seen it, she is in Chicago and her boyfriend, like, I think they like break up and she gets an opportunity to go to Paris and work for the advertising agency. So off she goes to Paris. It's kind of the whole premise of it all. She, she's the main character. Okay. I feel like the main character went off. So it's definitely focused on her. Here she is at the midheaven. She also had amazing fashion. That was one big thing with the show was like the clothes. And it was another one of those shows where there's no way at her age she would have to be at that level and have that level of clothes, but we're in fairy tale fantasy land. So just remember
Yes,
that.
deliver chart.
Just well, she gets to be the main character. Everyone wants to be with her, right? Meets the boy, meets the first boy. So what do you see? So this would have been her. It's interesting that this, her
Yeah.
south node, is on the Venus. It's a small, short show. I'm going to say, like, it's not the most intellectually challenging show.
Well, I mean, it's right there. That's why she went. Did you tell me that she went to Paris because she broke up with her boyfriend?
Yes.
There's your plot.
It's right there. I'm just trying to rebuild her self esteem, I guess, with that.
Hmm.
Moon
Hmm.
in the second house. You know, she makes new eccentric, I mean, all of the friends. I mean, you've got the chef who's lives in the building, you know, and who's dating this other girl, but they have this connection, right? You've got the Mindy, who's Ashley Park, Mindy, her best friend, who's the lounge singer, who turns out comes from a super wealthy family. You know, you just have these like characters that are just everyone's a little, you have, you know, the people in her office. Sylvie is this hard boss woman, but like super sexy and has this like very interesting dynamic with her husband. Is he really the husband? Are they husband only because of financial reasons?
Mhm.
Just every one of the characters has their own like box they fit into. So that feels to me this very in the 11th house of
Yeah.
animals, right? Like we're all quirky in our own way, but we
Well,
all
isn't that funny? You just said it. Look, that Uranus is trining her capstack.
yeah,
So we have Saturn, the little box that their characters are in, in this dreamy life of beautiful clothes and beautiful friends and
beautiful
lovely.
also this Capricorn like old structure system.
Yeah,
And they're
yeah,
all here to like they somehow all make it all work and get along together.
yeah.
And she works in advertising. Like you're like, oh, of
The
course, it's Gemini and the 11th, this group of
hmm
friends who have partnerships and they work in advertising and they're gonna like do it this new way. It's kind of cheesy. And that's
I
made fun of
love
it. I
it.
watched the show. I watched the show. It's a
This is
bingeable. It's a bingeable, also a scrollable. You can binge and scroll.
hmm
Binge and
Yeah,
scroll. That's what it's
absolutely.
called.
Yeah.
So I this was also came out during COVID. So this was just, I think this helps me. Like if this just feels like it was one of those like, just give me something.
Yeah.
I need a quick dopamine hit. And I feel like this is quick dope. I mean, we were all
Oh,
locked inside in our little
yeah.
homes. We're intercepted here. Oh, it's all about are her and Gabrielle gonna get together? You know, like, oh, is there a love match? I mean, it's kind of really
hmm
it's silly, but this totally works for the plot of the story with her.
Yeah, exactly. Lovely.
It's yeah. Did I just tell you the
Mhm.
whole story?
Well, I think it's really, oh, and I love the Chiron sextiling that Venus there.
Oh, down
It
here.
was medicine. It was potent medicine.
Yes, you know, so for her character, she needed to leave. She needed to leave Chicago and she needed to go out to find love because, oh, she needs that perfect love because of her fairy tale land lifestyle.
hmm Yeah, perfect. You
Perfect.
couldn't you couldn't have had a better first season chart.
No, no, she's living the fairy tale. We all loved it. It went out everywhere, and it was
Yeah.
just this glamorous. I mean, who didn't want to move to Paris when they saw that?
Well, and perfect casting. Lily
Yes,
couldn't have been a more perfect Emily for this show.
yes. Just like this, like
Kudos.
bright-eyed, like ding, ding. Okay, so let's pull up season 5 that comes out December 18th. Why don't we write for Hollywood? We really should just be.
Oh, I agree.
We are on this. Here we have season 5. Season 5 is on the inside. Lily Collins is on the outside. So just to catch you up, because Patty hasn't watched it,
Yes, I need to know the end of season 4.
there's been a couple lovers, but then there's always been a lover that comes back. And at the end of season 4, she has this opportunity with the advertising agency to go be in Rome. And of
Oh,
course, in Rome is another lover. There have been a couple little like love triangles. The chef is there, the chef wasn't there, the chef's ex-girlfriend slash fiance had a baby, but the baby wasn't hit. You know, it's like all over the
oh,
place.
oh my goodness.
It's a soap opera. It's like it's very, it's young adult soap opera. Like completely binge and scroll worthy.
Oh,
So this season we are in Rome with our silly cast of characters, right? All our little fun cast of characters. So I thought it was funny that this time, you know, oh, we had a change of location, little change,
yes,
little
yes,
change.
yes.
mixing it up. I do like that it's Taurus because isn't that the Hierophant?
Yes.
It is, right? So that is like the Vatican is there, just that. And I was like, oh, of course we're in.
The Pope will be in the next episode. Oh, yes. We need an appearance of Pope Leo.
Yes, here he's gonna pop on in. So right now we have, I think, the ex-lover one she left Paris because she always seems to flee a city, doesn't quite get her
Oh,
way. So here she is in Rome, just about to have her nodal. I think that's
yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
I think that's very
I
nice.
agree.
So
I agree.
it started a few years ago. Now we're at this is a nice point of like, yep, you're doing what you should be doing.
Mm-hmm.
I like this. Good. I don't know if this is going to be the last season. This feels like one of those shows that potentially, if enough people watch it, they'll be like, let's just write another season. There's lots of places in Europe to go. I don't know. That's what I feel like.
Yeah, because it looks like actually with the the Mars Uranus conjunction down there in the fourth house.
Hmm.
Yeah, she'll be on the run again. She'll
I don't think she's going back to Chicago.
no, but she's on the run, yeah.
He's on the run. Oh my gosh. I feel like we have Pisces over here for the show on the Descendants. So here we are playing this fairy tale again. And
Yeah.
we're in Rome with this guy who's like super wealthy.
Mhm.
I'm sure there's gonna be a lot of like fairy tale-esque love bombing,
Oh,
romancing going
yeah,
on
you're in Rome. My goodness.
when in Rome. Also, I think the one guy comes back to try and like get her kind of thing, win her
Yeah.
back. So that
Yeah.
makes me feel like this like squares right here. It just this is just silliness.
Well, what do you think about that Pluto? That Pluto. So what is this? The Jupiter Mars up here.
Oh, it trines.
Yeah, so I mean, too much fun in the holy city, I think.
Trying to think like here's Pluto in the fifth. So she's definitely got a relationships are still tough for her.
Yeah.
Very tough for her.
Ooh, and Aquarius too.
I know I was trying to feel like how would I feel like
Mhm.
about that in my house of romance? Like we're gonna see
Well,
a lot of like text.
yeah, but
That's
it's
gonna get
like
her into trouble.
Aquarius, your friends, like don't mix that.
Right. Because at some
Don't.
point she's like, you're my friend, but then it's like, well, we're gonna date. We're my
Yeah, no,
friend.
no, no. So I think maybe that'll be a plot twist for this season. You think?
Like friends
Don't.
to lovers, lovers to friends.
Yeah,
Also, this is very Aquarius and Gemini. I feel like there's a lot of words, not
yeah.
a lot of action, to be honest with you.
Okay, good. Let's just talk about it. Don't do anything. Don't do it.
Don't do it. Don't cross the line. Don't go too far.
Mm-mm,
Okay, going on with the friend thought, what the friends will do.
mm-mm,
We've got that her moon, the 11th,
mm-hmm,
and it trines here in like the house of like partnerships. So this guy, I believe his family's thing is part of this whole like clientele of he's like maybe a client of the advertising agency
mm-hmm.
type thing. I need to watch it. I will watch it. I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna watch it and it takes like 45 minutes to watch it. Okay. Okay. Will we have another? I mean, we've got Pluto, her Pluto trines here. I mean, I feel like she's making good money on this. It's a question of how long can you just really like
Well, and her Neptune is also trining the
notes.
show's nodes. So
Mhm.
I believe the dream will stay alive for a little bit longer.
You're predicting another season. I
I
feel like
agree.
the it's going to be one of these almost like a fairy tale. It ends when she gets married to somebody,
Hmm.
right? Is
Yeah.
that kind of like the ending?
Hmm.
Because I gotta be honest, I don't think she's gonna choose to like just be a boss babe kind of thing.
No, no.
Mm-mm.
It'll just be a big fairy tale wedding. That'll be at the last season. It'll
Yeah.
be beautiful.
Be like one guy comment to like the original chef will come up and be like, I bet I still love you, or something
Oh,
silly. And then all
yeah.
the men
Don't
will
do
come
that.
out. Which by the way, the men tend to become friends. All the ones that like kind of like dated her.
No,
Some little life advice. Don't do it.
don't. No.
Okay. Let's go on to her BFF, Mindy. Here is Ashley Park, who plays Mindy Chen, Emily's best friend. We do have a good birth time. So she is a Gemini sun, a Pisces moon, and a Leo rising. Little background on her. She started dance classes at the age of 3, piano at the age of 5. She did theater. She was in an a cappella group in high school that won second at a national competition. The age of 15, she got acute, it's myeloid leukemia. She was in the hospital for 8 months, and then she was a Make-A-Wish recipient and went to see some Broadway plays. Loved it so much, came back and was like, this is it. This is what I'm doing. December of 2023, she was hospitalized for critical septic shock in the Republic of the Maldives. She, from the show, the first season, she sings a song, La Vie en Rose. I'm sure I'm butchering it, which was the most downloaded song from the show. Okay. That's a little bit about her. I kind of feel like I looked at this chart and I just was like, oh, Gemini, Sun, and she's a Leo rising. I was like, this is the singer in the show. She's the singer in the show. She literally is trying to create this singing career. And then you find out, and she like it's kind of like whorish until you realize her daddy is some big Asian conglomerate person, but she doesn't take any of the money. She kind of like left that lifestyle to go like do it on her own. Okay. She's very witty, charming, logical. She is very much this part of this chart here, I felt like. I liked this moon. I like that this was really kind of feeling like magnetism towards her. She has like one main relationship in the show, that the relationships are all usually like Emily. Her one is like with some guy in her band, and it's not like a super hot. It's kind of like a side character thing. She has an unaspected sun up here. You're going to be whatever your sun wishes you to be.
Right.
And nothing or no one can stop you. But then at the same time, I felt like her chart goes, hold on, though. Hold on. We're going to put Saturn here. And with this Saturn here, you're going to get to be able to be like, have this really good concentration. You're going to be a hard worker. You can push yourself really far. But I felt as well like this is where you could come up with some challenges against this idea of like everything's going to come easy to you. And even here, like you have rose colored glasses, but it's going to trine everything in your 12th house. I really kind of like that her and the creator sat down and were like, you can have everything your way. And he goes, but hold up. That would be boring. Let's give you a little bit of challenge. I liked this in the 12th house. Very theatrical, deeply inspired, attracted to music. She dated one guy who was from the show in real life, but they just broke up in like October, I believe.
Oh,
Yeah, so she just broke up with him. But I would tell her, because she's got this opposition to Saturn, like always make sure the guy is single before you date him. He was, I believe he was fine. But there could be some secret love affairs. She's got I like this moon trying the Mars, personal magnetism, you know, but at times her energy can feel limited. And I think when we think about illnesses and then how this, like, here is energy in the 12th house opposing the Saturn, she's got Jupiter here. And it's like there's a little angel on her shoulder who's like, I'm going to always take care of you, though, girl. Don't you worry. I'm gonna always be there for you. But also like very much like acting and dancing. And this is all Leo. And 12th house, like when you usually have the sun in the 12th, a lot of actors have that. But she's got this like full lineup of like acting chops, the magnetism, the energy, the big expressions. And she's a super fun character. She's like great costumes and she's a lot of fun.
how are they together? How are the two characters together? Because they have the same placements, just different planets.
So they're, I guess, best friends in real life too now.
I was
Like
going to
they're really
say they
good friends.
probably complete each other's sentences. Like,
Yeah. They're really cute together. They're really like I read that they are like friends outside of the show too. So that's really, really nice. She's got her Mercury trines Saturn here, so her ability for like musical composition. So you just knew she was going to do something with like theater acting. And I loved this down here because this to me felt like she does more theater than she does big screen. And that to me just felt like her power to like express this out on a stage
Mhm.
better than just doing it in a movie theater, like on a screen. I feel like her live performance to me would be more powerful. If she does like the singing on the stage at the burlesque show or at the this, like she's like the singer. She'd probably be your favorite character.
Probably.
Well, actually, Sylvie. Sylvie's the best. Sylvie's a hot mama. She's saucy and fun. So this feels very much her. I think when I look at some of the illnesses, I look at the Saturn here in the sixth house.
Mhm.
Like physically, you got to keep the circulation going and functioning well. Because she can be a workaholic, she can push herself and at the cost of your health. Also can be a bit of like chronic illnesses. And then this opposition, I feel like with the 12 and 6, this is mental health, physical health. I feel that she's got to really be careful to give herself the energy or the breaks when she needs them.
Right.
I feel like that 12th house, Mars, but also the fact that it was a blood, right? Leukemia is in the blood. That was interesting. And then the fact that she had septic shock, like a really bad case. They delayed filming of the last season of the season 4 because she was
Mm.
hospitalized. Now she does have different nodes than Emily,
Mhm.
but I do like that she doesn't have that cap stack. At least it's separated, although not much better. This just felt like restless, kind of nervous energy as well. And then the fact that she's got Gemini up here, constant change, lots of change. That's good for her. That's why I think like theater, constantly go, that's a theater run, and then you're off and you're on to your next play. This just really felt like a theater chart to me too. I kind of liked her chart. I thought it was, I don't feel like either one of these girls have an overly comp chart,
Which
right?
is lovely because there's room to express yourself. There's
Yeah.
room to breathe, and
Hmm.
she has a lot more constriction, it looks like.
Yeah,
But
with these
overall, it
oppositions.
just, yeah.
What do you think of her nodes? You're so good with your nodes. North Node and Capricorn in the fifth. Well, yeah, then the fifth.
Mhm.
I really feel like this is honing her skills. So fifth
Mhm.
house can be romance or like your creative projects.
Mhm.
And to be in the theater, to me, is more Capricorn because it's a sturdy stage versus
I
sturdy.
like the fact that Neptune is conjunct her North Node and she's got that stellium in the 12th house.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because
So
this usually is
she
ruling
is,
Pisces.
yeah, so her creativity is the whole point of her
Mm-hmm.
just going around, you know.
Yeah.
South Node in Cancer with Chiron. Oh, let's get out. Let's not get out, but get out from under that heavy 12th house and draw in all that creativity.
Mm-hmm. I feel like her friends are probably feel a lot like her family.
Mhm.
I feel
Oh
like
yeah.
her cast, she'd probably be someone who like her cast really feels like there was nothing
Mhm.
I could find really about her parents. But yeah, I feel like that South Node, like people that she probably has in some of her cast are probably people she knows from past lives,
Yeah, I
especially if they
agree.
ever hit on there. Yeah, I also thought something, I don't know why, but to me, I was like, I feel like adoption if she has kids. I don't know why. To me, something, I don't know if it was, that was one of my like initial thoughts. I'll be curious to see like if she has kids or if she adopts or what she does.
Has married someone or in a relationship with someone who already has kids, maybe.
Yeah, I don't know. I just felt like to me, there was something in here that I was like, huh, I don't know if she'll have kids. We'll see. Or if she'll just
Mhm.
adopt. But I feel like they're in here. It's a matter of how.
Yeah.
Well, let's look at her on season. Here we have season 1 of Emily in Paris on the inside. And then we have Ashley slash Mindy on the out. I kind of liked this
Oh,
because she is the singer.
exactly.
I like that. But also she is the not the main character. But this was a really great role for her. So I like that she was normally always more of a theater, and this brought her more kind of mainstream movies. Yeah, her theater background is huge. Like she's been nominated for Tony Awards and things.
Well, that's what I was going to ask you.
Yeah. She's had like
Okay,
some
so even
nominations.
though she's the behind the scenes character, she's
Hmm.
like the her moon is squaring the nodes. So there's a little bit
Mm.
of that. So my question to you is there a little bit of, is she really a supporting character or one of,
He's the main secondary character
right?
because they live together. They're roommates.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And this feels a little conflicting.
But all of the storyline is Emily.
Yeah.
It's hands down Emily. Everyone else is just kind of built around her.
Mm-hmm. Also, the moon in Pisces, Pisces being more of a spiritual sign
Hmm.
and squaring the nodes of Gemini and South. There's
Everyone's
a little bit of a spiritual bent, I want to say. There's just a little bit of maybe when she sings, I don't know.
I mean, her
Maybe it's
song
the
was the one that was the most downloaded.
voice of an angel or something. It's
Hmm.
interesting. That square is very interesting to me.
Now you need to go watch season one in like the next 15
I
minutes.
think I
You'll be
have to
done.
binge watch all the seasons. What day does it start? When
You'll
is it?
have it done. Believe me, you'll have it done. You'll have season one done tonight. It's so
Yeah.
fast. Well, it's interesting too because she is the secondary character in the show, and here's her South Node. I feel like she's a wonderful, really great second character.
Mhm.
She's not even in like all the scenes or anything. She's got like her own individuality, like her own, like each of them has their own thing that they do.
Yeah.
She's a roommate who sings. She's always there to like kind of pick her up, help her out.
And that's probably all that North Node is conjunct that Capricorn little stellium in there.
Yeah.
She's a great partner.
Yeah, she's a great roommate. Great
Mhm.
roommate that becomes like a best friend.
In the best way. Chiron in the South Node. Perfect.
It's not
I
groundbreaking. I mean,
no. I just hope she just goes her own way and
I feel like this is
makes
a
it really
project,
big in season 5.
right? It's just a project. All right, let's look at season five. We're not super impressed with season one for Mindy. I'm trying to remember if Emily started as her roommate, or I think she eventually had became her roommate. I don't know if she officially started as her roommate or if they all like lived in the same building. Can't remember all the little details as I was scrolling, I don't know. Have season five on the inside. Best friend Ashley slash Mindy on the outside. I mean, maybe she'll get a little romance.
That would be
That'd
nice.
be nice. I do like that this is in she just recently did she was in crazy since she did the first season. It opened her up to be in like Crazy Rich Asians, which that movie,
Mhm.
and then also a movie Joyride, which she was then I think the main character in.
Mhm.
I think in terms of her, this show really did good things for her, and maybe it will continue to launch her into new projects because it's the Jupiter trine. So
Yeah,
she's
I
she's kind
agree.
of a serious theater person, and this is very light. So I do and here you have, what do you think of this? Do you feel like it's like I just told you, she's serious?
Yeah, that's exactly what it looks like to me. Like,
Like I need a deeper. I mean, she's got the ability to be light and curious and fun, but I could see her just it's time for something a little more robust.
I agree.
Not a ton. I think she too gets to like I'm sure she's gonna go live in Rome as well.
Maybe
Maybe. Or
squaring
she
the nodes there in
or
the
she's
12th
stuck
and
in
6th house. Yeah.
maybe. We'll see. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah. Looks like,
Here with the nodes. Oh,
yeah.
one of those what am I doing with my life moments.
hmm She's going to have an existential crisis.
It's very deep for the show.
Oh, okay.
But it will be an
On what
existential
to have for
crisis.
lunch.
Right, but I was gonna say it's like, can I eat the bread? The bread is not as good in Italy as it is in like that's
Yeah,
funny.
something simple.
That's funny. We'll have to see. She does or doesn't.
It does look like she's going. She'll end up
Yeah.
there too.
I think they'll all end up there.
Yeah.
close up the Paris shop for a season. This was just fun and light.
It was. It's adorable. They're
Adorable. They're
adorable
adorable
little
girls.
peoples and they make great stories. And kudos to the casting agency to pick these two
Yeah.
amazing people for this
And
role.
and they're
Perfect.
just like light, fun. And this was during
Mhm.
COVID. So it was at a time when we all needed something light, beautiful, fun.
Yes.
So kind of
Yes.
perfect. And we'll see like now that we're moving forward,
Mhm.
is it still gonna be enough for the viewers? So
I would say yes.
we always need, I mean, it's streaming. We need as
Mhm.
much content as possible. So maybe there's a lot of, like we said, there's a lot of countries in Europe, guys. A lot of countries to move around to.
And they're just a drive away. Literally, just a drive away. And you're
These
in a
countries
different.
are closer than you and I are right now.
Exactly. Dang it, Sharon. Come with me to Europe.
Yeah, we could live in like two different countries
Yeah,
next to each
I
other
could come
faster.
for lunch.
I'll meet you on the border.
Right.
Well, thank you for listening. Please like and subscribe. Lots of fun ahead. I hope you guys all enjoy Emily in Paris once you binge it on the 18th. Let's see what comes of the season 5 chart.
Exactly.
Thank
Exactly.
you.
I need to know.